for doing this for us. I really appreciate you meeting with us today. And I'm, of course, as you know, Deneen with 806 Unhinged. And, I have a true, passion and respect for firemen. Like I said, my papa was a fire chief, all my life, And, I was there's a million things I want to ask you, but, first off, really, what made you want to be a fireman? Did you just grow up saying, I'm going to be a fireman?
No, not at all, actually. I never even thought about being a fireman. I was roofing houses here in Amarillo. Yeah, I come from a family of roofers, and so I was just doing that. I hated it, but it paid good. And I was working one summer, and my cousin was a captain on the fire department here. And he popped his head up on the roof one day when it was about 120 degrees. Starts talking about how great the fire service is. You should get a job in the fire department, man. You work 24 on, 24 off. You work 10 days a month, so you get 20 days off every month.
Oh, wow.
I go, really? This is way better than 7 days a week roofing. So I went down the next day.
Being that way though? Where you just only had 10 days?
Well, it's 10 24-hour shifts.
Okay.
So we end up working we average about 60 hours a week.
Oh, okay, I see. Okay.
So you're here in the middle of the night. We have beds, we have a kitchen, we have a living room.
Right.
You're stuck here. It's like a dorm room.
Yeah.
Without alcohol.
And so you just said, okay, I'm going to be a fireman.
So yeah, at that point I checked out the fire academy, and it was only like a 9-month school at that time, and that appealed to me more than going to college for 4 or 5 years.
So
when I went to the fire academy, it was out in Thompson Park, where they had the old training tower out there. It was sort of a lookout tower. But now the academy has moved all the way out to AC West, or East Campus, out by the airport.
Oh, like where the truck driving
yes,
school. Okay.
Exactly.
Cool. And how long, when you guys do the training, how long is the actual, kind of schooling part of it, and then how long is the actual, where you have to put all the hours in, physical hours?
Well, you do that all at the same time. You go to the fire academy. You'll go to school, you'll sit in class and study your books for an hour or two, and then you go outside and you work on all those things.
Yeah.
Practical skills, learning how to roll hose and pump the truck and raise ladders, and they cover everything in the fire service.
Yeah, and obviously life-saving skills too, right? So
right, you take your EMT class.
Oh, okay.
As well.
So y'all are all certified?
Yeah, we're all certified EMTs.
That's cool.
When I started it, you only had to be a basic EMT. Now we're moving into advanced level for everyone, requiring everyone to be at least intermediate or above advanced.
And that's what I was wondering too, is because I was looking at that, book, and it was like back when fire trucks were still Model Ts, and it was all this, funny stuff. And then I was thinking, where the fire, department is today, and where would you say, in 5 years, that you would see, it going in advancements? You know what I mean? With so much technology and just, different stuff.
5 years, not much farther than we are now. The problem is money, really, in the budget. There are a lot of really cool things out there for firefighters to use, like your face piece with all this built-in technology.
I've seen them.
Thermal imaging cameras and locating services, but it costs so much money, and the city's budget just doesn't allow for that. So
that's crazy that it allows for a $3 million baseball park, but it doesn't allow for a fire mask.
Right.
That's weird. Got some priorities backwards, I guess. But and so, because I was looking at all y'all's lockers and stuff, and I was wondering how many of the could y'all have full-time and part-time, or do you just have?
No, it's
all full-time.
We have no volunteers. It's all full-time fire department.
And how many in the shifts? How many y'all work at one shift?
We have 3 shifts. There's approximately 300 firefighters on AFD. There's a little less than that, but approximately 100 people on each shift, I would say. We've got a lot of those people work days at admin, or we have fire marshals, we have mechanics, we have a lot of people on staff on day staff too.
And what about here for you guys personally?
This particular station, 4 guys on a crew, and there's 3 crews, A, B, and C.
Oh, okay.
C shift is on duty today. B shift will be on tomorrow, and then my shift, A shift, comes back on Thursday.
So whenever you got into being a fireman, just kind of for the hours and stuff like that, did you envision that it would actually be, like as intense as it can be?
Yeah, actually, I was a little nervous about it in the beginning, for sure. I wasn't so nervous about fighting fire as I was seeing dead people.
Right.
You just don't know how you're going to react to that the first time you see it. You don't know until you see it if you can handle it.
Yeah.
So that was
How'd
probably
you
my biggest
handle
fear.
it the first time?
I was fascinated. Honestly, I was just like, whoa.
Yeah.
Like, wow. I've always been fascinated
Yeah.
by things and curious about things. So
I know, like I
Kinda
remember
fed
the
into
first time, like I really saw somebody dead. It was just like it was weird because I didn't freak out or anything. I just like my mind just went, and I just kind of went, to being a detective, like what happened, and
Yeah,
just
yeah.
I felt like Sherlock Holmes walking
Yeah.
around asking questions. It's weird, but what about like would you? Has there been a time I wondered this, like that you had to go in and there was like children you couldn't save?
Yeah.
Is that pretty hard?
Yeah, that's the worst part about the job.
Yeah.
Seeing dead children.
And what would you say like that you? What would you say is like that? Like the hardest part, but then on the second hand, the most rewarding. Like you know what I mean? Because it seems like to me, like it's almost like a lesser of two evils. It's kind of like, well, I love,
It's a trade-off.
Yeah.
You see really, really awful things.
Yeah.
And then you turn around and see some of the greatest things you've ever seen.
Yeah.
People that complete strangers come up and hug you and have tears in their eyes and say thank you. Or little kids, want to high five you. They bring us cookies to the station and they sing a song. It's beautiful.
What would you say was your one of your best aha memory moments?
As far as the call goes, or
Yeah,
just being
like something that
at the
happened
station?
when you were.
Probably, I'd say getting to be a part of something bigger, like not a call, but let's say, for example, last year they called us and asked if we would deliver a bunch of letters that were written to this little girl. Do you remember Tatum from
Yes,
Canyon?
the one with cancer.
And people from all over the country wrote her letters, and they were delivered out here in our district to a family member. So we were asked to help take the letters in our fire truck or escort the mail truck. There was a cop car, there were highway patrolmen, us, and we took them all out to Canyon to her house and went in and met with her and gave her the letters. We made her one ourselves.
Oh, that's cool.
And just being part of that kind of thing is what I like the best.
Yeah, that's pretty amazing.
You can't get that with any other type of job.
No. Well, and I can
Not
see
roofing.
where the the reward. I'm a helper. I love to the satisfaction of and that's what I like about firemen. And I always loved this about my papa was it was like you didn't have to be there, like they didn't have to have that, oh yeah, you know what I mean, like that. It's just like he was just the silent, hero. I mean, he just did so many. Like somebody had told me a story one time, and it was just about like he saved multiple lives, and and he never, mentioned it or
Yeah, we're not in it for the glory. I mean, it feels great to help people, but I don't want them necessarily to thank me or say I'm a hero by any means. I just want to know in my heart that I helped them,
Right.
and that I made their life a little bit better that day.
Yeah, I bet that actually makes you just a better person in general. You know what I mean? Like a good soul. And one of the most important, I know, parts of being a fireman is working as a team. And what do you do if there's conflict amongst you guys so that you could settle it so there's no?
It happens every day.
Yeah.
We argue a lot, we're just like brothers.
Yeah.
But we work it out amongst ourselves. there's 4 guys here. Some stations you have 8 or 12 people, and then sometimes issues arise, but there's nothing we can't work through. And it's funny because when you get in those situations where you're kind of arguing with each other, or 2 people aren't getting along, and then all of a sudden you get a call for a big fire.
Yeah.
Then after that fire, it's like it wiped out all that stuff.
Yeah.
It's all like, hey man, you're high-fiving each other, you're brothers again, you're hugging, it creates that bond.
Yeah, that's
really strengthens that bond.
And